This is the Eufy 1080p video doorbell. In this video, I'm going to tell you if it's any good or if Eufy need to look for a different doorbell. Let's get into it. My name is Patrick and this is Everyday Tech for everyday people. So I've been in this house for about 11 years and what came with this house is an electronic doorbell. So nothing fancy. If you look at the button itself and the actual chime, you'll see that they actually look very old. Well, the wiring was slowly dying to the doorbell and actually after a while it probably got shorted or a little bit loose and the bell started buzzing a lot. So I basically had to turn off the power to the doorbell. And so for the past, year and a half or so, we haven't had a working doorbell. So the people outside didn't know that either. So we were happily able to ignore all these marketers that came by, and the friends who came by the house. Well, they just had to wait a little bit longer outside before they came in. Well, I've been wanting to get a doorbell for a while, a video doorbell. And with the last Prime Day that came up, I took the opportunity. Now, this is not the one I bought on Prime Day. I actually bought a Blink video doorbell and I had high hopes for it. When I set it up, it just kept on disconnecting from my network. It just wasn't reliable at all. So I really wanted it to work because I do have a Blink mini camera that works well with it. So I decided to try out this doorbell. Kind of fun fact though, I ordered this at 2:50 p.m. on Amazon and it arrived at my door at 7:30 p.m. the same day. Oh, thanks Amazon. So this is the Eufy 1080p wireless doorbell. Now if you don't know the company Eufy is an Anker company. Anker is mainly known for their cell phone accessories such as chargers, battery banks. So there is still the main line of Anker products, but the parent company, Anker Innovations, has branched out into these other consumer electronic categories. So you have the Soundcore line with a lot of their audio accessories. Then you have the Nebula line where you'll find a lot of their projectors. And here we have the Eufy line, which is mainly their home automation security products. Now Eufy has a number of doorbells as well. They have both wired and battery powered doorbells. They have doorbells with dual cameras. They have doorbells with either a 2K or 1080p resolution. So here I have the 1080p battery powered video doorbell. Now, if you have the 2K and the dual camera doorbells, it comes with this home base unit, which is used for Wi-Fi coverage and local storage. It looks quite large. Now this model comes with a separate chime unit, and the chime unit works the same way as the bigger home base unit that you get with the other doorbells. It helps with the Wi-Fi signal to your doorbell. It also has a micro SD slot for local storage. So you just have to find a good spot to plug it in, and that's not too far away from your Wi-Fi access point or your doorbell. Well, I've already unboxed it and I've already installed it outside, so I won't take you through that boring process. But I will say as far as installation is concerned, it was super easy. You just need to find a spot on the outside to mount the base plate and the optional mounting wedge, which angles your camera about 15 degrees if you need it, which I did in my case. Then after that, you need to just attach the main unit to the base plate. And then to detach the doorbell, then you have this little tool in the box. It looks like a SIM card ejector for your phone. Now, if you have a paper clip as well, that will work as well. But in the box, other than the main unit and the chime, you get plenty of documentation, a simple mounting template. If you need to pre-drill some holes, all the necessary mounting screws, and a micro USB cable. So you'll need the micro USB cable to charge up the doorbell itself. So remember, this is a wireless doorbell, which means that it has a battery in it. So the one thing I didn't like about the Blink doorbell, other than it really not working reliably for me, is that it required lithium AA batteries. So I don't mind having external batteries, but Blink says that it wouldn't work with your usual rechargeable batteries because they don't supply enough power. Now granted, they estimate the battery life on the Blink cameras for about 2 years, but I still don't like the fact that you have to change something that is not rechargeable and is expensive to replace. Now granted, they estimated the battery life to be about 2 years, but I still don't like something that is not rechargeable and is expensive to replace. This doorbell, on the other hand, has a built-in rechargeable battery, and they rate the battery life for around 120 days, which means every 3 to 4 months I have to take it off the mount and bring it inside to charge, which is not a big deal to me. I charged this up and installed it not too long ago, so we'll see how the battery life really holds up here. So let's get into video quality. Again, this is a 1080p camera, and I've been very happy with the footage that I've been getting so far with this camera. Now during the daytime, the picture is quite clear. As far as nighttime is concerned, I'm really impressed with the nighttime, the night view or night mode picture quality. Now it is black and white. You do have other cameras out there that do color night vision as well, or nighttime mode. Now, if we compare this to the quality of my Wyze outdoor camera, you can see the difference here. Now, I'm comparing this to the Wyze outdoor camera version 1, and I understand these are different cameras with slightly different use cases. And there is a version 2 of the Wyze outdoor camera, but I wanted to show you the difference between these two wireless cameras. Now, Wyze does make a very similar spec battery powered doorbell, but I'll get into some of the reasons why I chose this unit over the Wyze doorbell later. Now, using the doorbell, when you press the button, the doorbell itself makes a sound when you press it. The volume can be adjusted, but not the type of chime. Of course, when you press the button, the chime unit itself makes a sound, and you can adjust the type of chime and volume on the chime unit in the Eufy Security app. So pretty much right away, I get a notification on my phone. If you happen to be already in the Eufy Security app and someone rings the doorbell, it takes me right to the live view. Now, this is both Amazon Alexa and Google Home compatible. Unfortunately, it's not Apple HomeKit compatible. Now, I've configured it where when I press the button, I'll be notified on my Echo Show here in my office here.
Someone is at the doorbell.
When I get the notification on the app, I just click on the notification and it'll take me right to the picture. So at any time I can view the live footage in the app. Now, whether someone has pressed the button or not, it only takes a second or two to show up depending on your connection. I can also pull up the live feed on the Amazon Echo Show here, but it does take a few seconds, which is typical for any external camera. It was faster than pulling up my Wyze outdoor camera. Now, I've also turned on human detection, so when it senses that there's a person out there, I also get notified as well. So like most video doorbells, not only does it have a microphone to pick up the sound coming from the outside, but you also have the ability to communicate with anybody outside as well. So the sound quality is decent and clear enough to understand.
Hello?
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 Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm liking the video quality of the Eufy cameras better over my Wyze outdoor cameras. But of course, Wyze has new outdoor cameras. There's always a newer camera out there though. You know, I have a few Wyze cam version 2s in my house, and they have version 3s now. So the video quality is always improving. But the video quality is one thing and is always improving with these different systems. But the other thing that these companies compete on and might help you decide which system to go with are the features and services they offer. So like other systems, Eufy does offer a cloud-based service for storage. Now the prices are pretty competitive and comparable to other services as well. You may want cloud storage just in case something happens with your local copy at your house, such as someone stealing it or something getting damaged in your house. The thing I really like and what they feature, especially on the box here, says free, no monthly fee. That's what it says on this little badge right here. Now there is local storage here and on the micro SD card. The micro SD card's on the chime unit itself. Now Wyze works in a very similar way. But the reason why I went with the Eufy doorbell over the Wyze doorbell is that I've been finding that especially with companies like Wise, in order to get a lot of their features, you need to pay for their subscription services. So I have 2 Wise outdoor cameras, right? And one is in the back, one is in the front, and I pay for the Wise's Cam Plus service because I wanted the person detection feature. Now that's already built into the Eufy doorbell, and it's worked quite well so far. Now there are other features that are built in to this doorbell that are only available in the Wise camera with their subscription service. I get it though, you know, these cameras from Wise are cheaper, they have very low margins, so Wise has to make their money somewhere, right? But overall, I like that these features are built in with the Eufy, and hopefully they will continue to be built in the future as well. Now I say hopefully because actually there are some features that Wise used to have built in or free, and eventually they got moved to their subscription plans and are no longer free. So overall, I'm really liking this doorbell. It really met all the requirements I had. I wanted something that wasn't too expensive and it didn't require any monthly service fees. I'm really liking the video quality and the built-in human detection. We'll see how the battery life holds up over time. One thing I forgot to mention that with this doorbell, if you already have wiring, you're replacing your old doorbell, you can definitely use the existing wiring to power these doorbells. Now, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and consider subscribing. Until the next one, see ya.